Have you ever been in a situation where you didn't have a strong opinion? If so, then you're not alone. It's perfectly normal to not always have a definitive stance on every topic. Today, we're going to explore 14 common phrases to express neutrality or lack of a strong opinion. Our first phrase is, "I have no opinion on the matter." This phrase communicates a complete lack of opinion about a certain topic. For example, if someone asks you about a new movie and you truly don't have any thoughts on it, you can say, "I have no opinion on the matter." Next up, we have, "I've never given it much thought." This phrase suggests that you haven't spent much time considering the subject. A good example could be, "I've never given it much thought," when asked about your preference between two types of cuisine. Our third phrase is, "I don't have strong feelings either way." This phrase is perfect for expressing neutrality. For instance, if your friends are deciding between watching a comedy or a drama and you're fine with either, you can say, "I don't have strong feelings either way." "I'm not really invested in either side" is another way to express a lack of strong opinion. This phrase can be used when discussing a sports match, for example, "I'm not really invested in either side." Our fifth phrase is, "It doesn't make any difference to me." This phrase suggests that you're indifferent to the outcome. An example could be, "It doesn't make any difference to me," when asked whether you'd like tea or coffee. "I'm indifferent" is another phrase that conveys a lack of strong feelings. For example, "I'm indifferent" is a suitable response when asked about your preference for a vacation destination. Our seventh phrase is, "I'm on the fence about it." This phrase indicates that you're undecided. For instance, when asked about your thoughts on a controversial issue, you might say, "I'm on the fence about it." "I'm neutral on the subject" is another way to express neutrality. For example, "I'm neutral on the subject" when asked about your stance on a political issue. Our ninth phrase is, "I haven't formed an opinion yet." This phrase suggests that you're still considering your thoughts on the matter. For instance, "I haven't formed an opinion yet" when asked about a newly released book. "I'm open to either option" is a phrase that expresses a willingness to go with any of the presented choices. For example, "I'm open to either option" when asked about your preference for a weekend activity. Phrase number 11 is, "I haven't really thought about it enough to have an opinion." This phrase is perfect for expressing that you need more time to form an opinion. For instance, "I haven't really thought about it enough to have an opinion" when asked about your thoughts on a complex issue. "It's not something I've considered deeply" is a phrase that communicates that you haven't given the subject much thought. For example, "It's not something I've considered deeply" when asked about your views on a philosophical question. Our 13th phrase is, "I'm impartial." This phrase suggests that you don't favor any particular side. For instance, "I'm impartial" when asked about your preference between two competing brands. Our final phrase is, "I'm undecided." This phrase is another way to express that you're still making up your mind. For example, when asked about your college major, you might say, "I'm undecided." And there we have it. 14 common phrases to express neutrality or lack of a strong opinion. To summarize, they are, "I have no opinion on the matter," "I've never given it much thought," "I don't have strong feelings either way," "I'm not really invested in either side," "It doesn't make any difference to me," "I'm indifferent," "I'm on the fence about it," "I'm neutral on the subject," "I haven't formed an opinion yet," "I'm open to either option," "I haven't really thought about it enough to have an opinion," "It's not something I've considered deeply," "I'm impartial," and "I'm undecided." Remember, it's perfectly okay to not always have a strong opinion. These phrases give you the language tools to express just that.